Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Fine, I'll Watch It. I am Smokin Phat J.
I'm Matt Christy.
James Kopp.
And we are here to talk about our picks for our most anticipated TV shows of 2023. Make sure that you like and subscribe so that you can get in on all of our Fine, I'll Watch It episodes and everything.
Are we still calling it televised? Are we showing our age by calling it televised?
Is it on TV? No. Is it on TV? Then it's televised.
Okay, all right.
Sometimes I watch it on my phone, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sure.
These are my favorite talkies of this year.
These are the moving pictures on a smaller screen than the big screen that the films come on.
Yeah. I want 24 frames a second, and I would like to hear music while they talk. Yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah. So TV shows are, if your kids out there, a streaming series, right? Is that what they call them now?
Sure.
Streaming series probably is the more accurate.
It's just another excuse to get SS out there, right? Like, yeah, you Nazi bastards, you try to take over.
Bitches. They're just laughing.
It's all Nazi propaganda.
There it is.
That coffee.
That was the weirdest party to go woke, right? Like the Nazi party going woke got really weird. Like when there are so many non-white Nazis now, and we're just all like, "Wow, we did not see that happening." All right.
Good Lord. Yeah. Well, and actually, if we're going to start off, that actually his conversations will probably happen in the show that I'm most anticipating, which is Gen V. This is the boys spinoff of the college where people are trying to get into. I think the coveted position is to get into the Seven, but into one of the various superhero, corporate-owned superhero groups from this world. I'm this one. There's a lot of things that I'm looking forward to, but seeing them expand further in this universe, I'm really looking forward to, because I think they're doing a very good job on The Boys and the way they've created that. And it's I'm glad that they're doing more. I hope it's successful. It seems like it's good. They kind of set some groundwork last season already with one of the characters, that girl right there.
I'd say, do I see a Muppet in there? Like, kind of sold.
There's a Muppet that is tearing another Muppet's spine out. Actually, is
nice.
Probably what you saw.
Zeroed him.
There it is.
That's gonna be on Amazon Prime. This is gonna sound scary. My pick for what I'm most excited for is also going to be on Amazon Prime.
Oh, see, there you go.
I was, for those who don't know, I'm a huge plot and character guy. If I'm going to watch a movie, I'm going to watch a show, I want it to have a great plot, or I want it to have real interesting characters. Love subtext. And it's one of the problems, like I've always had problems with Stanley Kubrick films. And the reason why is, and fucking hate me for life, every Stanley Kubrick film is a bunch of one-dimensional characters in a two-dimensional plot, and it's beautifully done. But it's like everybody is like, this person's crazy, this person's scared, this person, like, and we see nothing more of those characters other than that one base thing. This person's evil, this person's good. So I've never really cared for that.
Is that really what happened in Barry Lyndon? Because nobody saw Barry.
Yeah, exactly. More people will confess to liking Lolita before they'll like fucking Barry Lyndon, which is like, that says a lot about our society right there. Like, no, I wouldn't watch that stupid shit. Now molesting children. All right. Good Omens is written by Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett. Terry Pratchett is super religious, and I like his writing. Most of you might know his writing from like The Hogfather and Discworld. I like moments and segments of Hogfather. There was a meme a couple of years ago of the Death Santa Claus giving a kid a sword that everybody went nuts for. He does have some writing insight. Terry Pratchett passed, and after he died, they approached Neil Gaiman about doing a series for it. And he was like, yeah, we can do it. I would like to oversee it and make sure that it's not just my voice, but it's very much Terry's voice. Because Terry was super Christian and it showed in his writing. And Neil Gaiman is not. I am not at all. So, but I was blown away, one, by how well this is written, how well this is structured. The end of season 1, and I guess spoilers for season 1, ends with the fucking apocalypse. Like, so we're done. And like, they even like made it very clear. So there's no place to go for season 2. And so the fact that they're doing a season 2 gets me very excited because they're absolutely painted in a corner. There was a show, Our Flag Means Death, that came out this year, which I watched every episode and I did not find funny. I did not find that interesting. There was like 2 or 3 great episodes in it, but everybody was like, yeah, but the gay representation or the representation of sort of other sexualities in it, watch Good Omens. Watch fucking Good Omens. Well, you know, about characters that are taken out and have to adjust things, watch Good Omens. Well, I'm looking for something that like would follow somebody going through like the hardest experience of their life and how they deal with it and whatnot. And it's like, watch Good Omens. It's one of the smartest TV shows. I think it's only 6 or 8 episodes. Each one's a half hour long. Literally, it is about an angel and a demon that have been on Earth. The angel's kind of looked at as a fuck up because he fucked up, and the demon's looked at as a selfish prick who's out for himself. And so like, hell doesn't trust the demon, heaven doesn't trust the angel. They're both just on Earth hanging out. And the season 1 is very much about them trying to stop the apocalypse, because if the apocalypse comes, their way of life is ruined, which is they don't want to go to hell or heaven. They want to stay on Earth and have earthly pleasures, eat crepes and get drunk off wine and look cool and drive a badass car. Like it's their selfishness is human. It's so human. It's wonderful and refreshing. So many of our characters can have no flaws, you know, can have no, our hero who's fighting has to be absolutely pure, absolutely this, or they're just like, they're a dick and they're always right. These 2 guys are wrong half the fucking things they say in the show. And it was like so refreshing to feel that, to have that. And it's honestly, as far as gay, straight, anything, it is the best relationship I saw all 2020 when season 1 came out. I was blown away by it. I will watch season 2. I quit doing Prime because I'm kind of sick of Amazon, and I will start it up again just to watch this.
There it is. All right. Matt, what is your choice for show this year?
I'm looking forward to Loki season 2. I mean, of the Marvel shows, that is one of the best, if not the best show that they produced.
It's the best. It is the best. It's the smartest. It takes the biggest risks.
It's definitely the best writing. It's definitely the best acted. It's definitely the best presented. Definitely is the best last episode of any of their series shows, because yes,
the best show at tying all the Marvel stuff that they've created over this time together too.
And it also has the best villain that's not a villain, I guess.
I would argue that Loki,
in terms
Loki season 1 did more heavy lifting than most of their films, and definitely more than all their stuff. They some people got mad, but I think it's a necessity in writing. They made the Infinity Stones obsolete, which is already a big hurdle, because if there's going to be 6 elements of God always out there, it's always going to go back to those 6 elements of God. So it was like, remove that shit. We got to start over in order to build up to something again, right? And they destroyed that. Then they need to bring in a new baddie. And they did it in, I think, one of the smartest ways. For spoilers, we see an alternate version of the baddie who's not the baddie, who's just telling you, like, hey, there are versions of me that are fucking monsters, and I'm keeping them locked in this cage. And Cap didn't get there. Thor didn't get there. Iron Man didn't get there. Loki got there. 2 motherfucking Lokis. Mm-hmm. And how did they deal with that person is exactly how Loki should have dealt with it. I still argue, I think Disney Plus does not know how badass, what was it, episode 5 or 6 is. They literally meet God in one of the episodes, and they cut off his fucking head. And I was just like...
Hey, Jared's already drinking. Good job, Jared.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's one of the game rules. Anytime that episode's brought up.
Not to hijack your Loki 2 thing.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, whatever. But for what it did for the fourth phase of Marvel, which the fourth phase was all over the place, we could admit. It had one, maybe two good movies. I mean, Shang-Chi was a good movie. I'm hard pressed. I think what else was actually phase? Oh, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's great.
Four, so
Black Panther 2 isn't bad.
Black Panther 2 is fine. I mean, I think it's the best one of the best Marvel movies of last year. So,
yeah.
And then the TV shows were kind of all over the place. They seemed like they were shoehorned in for some reason. They could have stood alone and may have worked better. I don't know. But Loki simultaneously, the original season simultaneously stood alone and worked so well with what they established to set it up in Endgame, and then setting up everything going forward outside of
and introduce. Look at that poster right there. Introduce. Three of the four came out into the Marvel universe in that series, and all of them, you know who they are. You want to know more about them. Yep. You want to see them in more things. You know what I mean? Like, I want Mobius to be showing up like Agent Coulson, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And all kinds of shit, I'm super excited for Kang the Conqueror coming up. You know what I mean? What's the other Loki's name? What's the girl's name? Sylvia. That's right. And yeah, I want to see more adventures with Loki and Sylvia. So, you know what I mean?
Them on the train, man. It was absolutely beautiful. It was just character development about a character looking into themselves and finding out what they like and what they don't like. It's really one of the best written things we saw last year.
And it did it all in 6 episodes. We've talked many times about TV shows, streaming shows, picking the number of episodes they need for a season. This did 6, and this did 6 perfectly.
Yeah. I said it a lot of times, but I keep forgetting Loki was the one to do that.
Yeah. They streamlined it. I don't know how many episodes this season's going to be. Somewhere between 6 and 8, I'm sure. They haven't announced it yet, and we'll get a preview of it, I think, in February after Ant-Man releases, I'm guessing.
Probably, yeah.
I'm guessing something happens in Quantumania that they need to keep hidden until Quantumania takes place, because that's very Marvel of Marvel nowadays. But no, it's the one I'm looking most forward to because of everything that season 1 set up and everything that season 1 did, that I'm hoping that season 2 can match it at least. Doesn't have to blow it away, in my opinion, because as long as everything they're doing stays steady, that works for me.
Yep.
So.
I agree, and it's also one of my most anticipated too. I mean, I'm really actually looking forward to Good Omens season 2 and all these shows. We'll be watching them and so much more right here on Final Watch It.
Well, speaking of TV series, we're going to be doing Last of Us coming up in 2 weeks.
Last of Us in 2 weeks.
Yep.
What the fuck is Last of Us?
The Last of Us is the Pedro Pascal
series.
Yep, video game show.
Done by the person who created and wrote Chernobyl for HBO.
Yeah.
Oh, Chernobyl's fucking pretty badass.
Yeah. So it's a post-apocalyptic.
It's got some pedigree behind it. Yeah.
Okay.
With, the more Resident Evil style zombies than regular zombies.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
With mushrooms growing out of their head or something, don't they? I think so. Anyways, so yeah, keep an eye out for that. You can also keep an eye out for our other best of 2023s on video games and on movies. Make sure that you like and subscribe and ring that bell. And until next time, I'm Smokin Phat J.
I'm Matt Christy.
James Kopp.
Later.
See you.